Saturday after my live broadcast. Last night Dad called me up and said the front end felt a little funny on this 7410. So I had him pull it on up here into the building. And sure enough, as you can see, there's some grease there. Something failed up inside there. And I'm thinking it's that damned bearing again. The lower one I think is okay. But that upper one has been a chronic pain in my ass. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the tire and everything where it's at. I'm going to pull this upper piece off and see what I've gotten under there. There's a kingpin, a replaceable kingpin, and I think I'm just going to end up buying all the parts to rebuild the front end of this thing with new kingpins, bearings, gaskets, the whole 9 yards. See where it gets me. So anyway, I'm just going to set this camera down here and let her go for broke, see what happens. Probably end up just fast forwarding through most of it. I'm going to do a quick review of a tool that I got for Christmas. And although it was given in great intention and I appreciate it very much, I don't find it to be very useful. I think this little tool is really good for maybe finding the size that you need for real. Like, okay, what is this gonna be? It's gonna be like a 7/8 of an inch. That's what that would be, or a 23 millimeter or something like that. 23.5 mil, so it's 7/8 of an inch. And that's all well and good. It probably would work good for that particular application. But when it comes to these, and I know this is 17 millimeter, it's just not suitable for these shallow bolts. Maybe a big fat honking nut would be okay, but I just wanted to say I appreciate the gift, and it really is built heavy, but I think that it's really meant for a different style nut or different style bolt than what I use. Like, I mean, okay, there it is, and it fits on there, but if I really put the screws to that thing, I know that I'll break it. I know it. Oh, well, okay, I proved myself wrong. It's loose on there, but what it'll do is actually strip out the nut, and I don't want to do that. So I got this for Christmas, and John Pandy is the one that gave it to me. Yes, he is related to me. He is my dad's first cousin, so he would be my cousin twice removed, or second cousin. So anyways, there it is. I know he wanted to see it in the video because he does watch. But anyways, now I got to get down to the real tools, you know, and I'm going to take that thing apart. So actually, I forgot that my camera was in my pocket, and yeah, I got some weird shadows and stuff, but oh well. The bearing is on there. Now, as you can see, that kingpin is kind of floppy in there. It doesn't quite fit snug against this housing there. That's because it's worn. So I have to buy a new one. But anyways, I'm just going to throw you on the bucket and tighten her down. Maybe, hopefully, everything works the way I want it to. Hopefully. I'll tell you what I fear has happened, and it's my fault. too many shims and actually put too much torque on them bearings. I can't imagine that's what it was, but I just kind of have that feeling. So what I did, and I'm going to start the tractor up, I'm going to actually work the thing back and forth now. And I put actually Severe Gear oil in that well on that axle housing. So that stuff is pretty amazing. It won't last in there very long, but it'll last long enough. So I'm going to set you down again, and you can watch me give her a steer. Okay, so it actually looks pretty good. So I was lucky with that one that I only lost the upper bearing. I would be able to tell just by looking at it as it turned, and the canter or the cant on the tire. Now, as you can see, it is now time for new tires. When that bearing goes out, it just eats the tires right off. So I don't really want to put new tires on the tractor until after I get those things fixed. So I actually have a spare tire. I'm going to be purchasing tires this week for it, this coming week, so Monday, Tuesday. Probably see them by Wednesday. Hopefully the parts for the steering on that tractor, on the knuckle, that's what they call that, is a knuckle. Hopefully the parts for the knuckle on this tractor are in by then, and I can replace the knuckle parts, kingpins, bearings, seals, and get her all lubed up and ready to go for another 100,000 miles. All at the same time. So, if you like my video, which I'm sure you do, or you wouldn't watch this channel, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out OneLonelyFarmer.com, where you can buy merchandise like that. And I appreciate your business. Helps buy my cameras and do other exciting things like replace tractors. Of course, I'm not making that much money that I can replace tractors on YouTube, but you know what? It sure would be nice if I could. Anyways, thanks again, guys.